into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Seth Lugo. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro.
The designated hitter, Willie Castro.
And the pitch. Outside. And that's how this game gets started. The 1-0. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Threw open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Righty to the plate. Bounced up the middle. Fires to first on the run. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Here's Carlos Correa. The shortstop takes the ball. One out, base is empty. That one ripped, but foul. In the air, left field. Melendez going after it. He's got it, and there's 2 down. Here's Royce Lewis. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
That's a little bit low.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And the slider just misses. Byron Buxton waiting for a turn at the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it across, and that is that. Down go the Twins in order. And now the Royals will get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver.
No.
Just missed. And strike 2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr., known for his late inning heroics. That one's in there. 0-1. Righty delivers. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Up and in. Now 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Puts it away for the out.
That is good.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
That one misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. KC down in order. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
And the right-hander deals. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Max Kepler at the plate.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on. Have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Michael Lorenzen getting ready to go. Lynch, the lefty, warming up as well. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Here at the top of the second. And it's even up. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Runner edges away at second. And strike two. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Man at second. And another ball. Second inning here, no score. In the air to left center, Melendez. Sizing this one up, 2 away. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Fastball for a strike. Right side. Under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for Minnesota. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Kansas City, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And the right-hander back to work. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Yeah, that's a little bit high. 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of
diving to stop at first, and very nicely done for the out.